I'm snowed in, I'm bored. I'm gonna do a new comic book day haul video. Just because. So, 2 weeks of books. I didn't pick up my books last week because something happened at work that took up all my time. Very excited, very fortunate to have this new opportunity bestowed upon me. Just like with comic books, I'm gonna take it by the horns and kick its ass. Alright, so let's get to the new books. And also, this might give you guys a little bit of insight on what I'm reading. I don't know. There's other stuff that are better. I'm in my comic book room. It's all festive. I don't know. I love Christmas. There's nothing wrong with Christmas. But yeah, there's other stuff that I'm reading that I would love to talk about. But I just don't want to go get it. So here's 2 weeks of comic books. All New Wolverine. This is my only Marvel title that I'm pulling. I love Laura Kinney. I've always have. X-23 is pretty incredible. She's one of my favorites. I really like this cover. Harley Quinn, number 9. There's one cover there, and there's another. Really great cover. This is the arc. I have no idea. I'm so behind on that book. Not because of being busy, mostly because it's one of those titles that I don't really put on top of the pile to read. It's not that good. Nightwing number 10. I just finished... No, I did not. I just finished issue 8. I gotta read issue 9. It's not bad. It's been okay. Was expecting better things because of Sealy, but it's alright. Batman number 12. I've been a little bit disappointed with this title. The fanfare that Tom King usually gets from his previous titles, I was expecting it, you know, to bring that same quality here and all that stuff, and it hasn't been the best. But it's Batman. I'm not gonna drop 12 issues into a title, especially a character that's been around for 75 years, and I've liked longer than 12 issues, so he's gonna stay forever on my pull list. Injustice Ground Zero number 1. I got this because of the cover. It looks like it's Injustice Harley Quinn on top of is that a Joker? Oh wait, it's a Superman statue that she's Jokerizing with some makeup. I'll give it a read. Only because I've heard a lot of great things about the Injustice series, and I did not jump on it when it first debuted. I want to say 3-4 years ago. Walking Dead 161. Still going strong. Still love this title. Never skipped a beat with that. Batman Adventures number 2. Number 1 was alright, but having a vintage Harley Quinn on the cover and in the story sure helps. Doesn't help anything. I was gonna get it anyways. It's Harley Quinn on the cover. I could care less about the story, to be honest. One of my favorite Rebirth titles is Detective Comics. I think everyone likes James Tynion now. Is he cool? Is it cool to like him now? I'm not sure. And another one of my favorite Rebirth titles, Red Hood and the Outlaws, issue 5. It's been awesome. I get a lot of people are a little worried that that it's gonna get bad because Lobdell's on the book, and you guys know he was on the book before. But I'm not too worried about waiting for a book to get bad. I'm just enjoying it. It's good. It's good. Suicide Squad. Not one of my favorite titles, but probably one of my favorite covers out of the Rebirth books. There's the Liber Mijo. And there's, who's this one? Oh, it's Jim Lee. That's cool. Who's someone else is going to be writing it soon, right, guys? I don't know. It's like a Cy Spurrier. Is that what you guys said? I don't know. Revival 45. I'm not sure if this is the last issue. I'm behind. I did not read 44. Norman. It was kind of like, it threw me off when I saw the 2.1. I thought they were following suit with the Marvel numbering by adding decimal points. But I guess this is volume 2 now. Norman's basically a kid who's a serial killer, and he's obsessed with movie serial killers. Like, he obviously wears the Freddy striped shirt, Jason. A lot of, it's stuff that I love. I got a good friend Luke on this book. Apparently the first volume, some of the first issues are hard to find. Motor Girl number 2. Number 1 was alright. I love Terry Moore, loved his Rachel Rising. I know everyone's jumping on this book based on Terry Moore's track record on Rachel Rising. I just wished people jumped on Rachel Rising when it was, out before, because it just started off a little bit better. I was sold on the first, 3 pages of Rachel Rising. But this one's okay. Terry Moore is actually, in my opinion, the king of the cliffhanger. He's amazing at cliffhangers. One of my favorite indies right now is Hillbilly. This is issue 4 by Eric Powell. Just some awesome folklore stuff coming out of this. Hallermos described it best when he talked about that book. Another interesting book, this Black. The concept intrigued me when I first read in the previews. It's about, black people being suppressed and having superpowers, and what did they do with them. I thought it was going to have more of a serious tone. It's actually come across a little bit, I don't want to say cartoony, but just, it failed expectations. Do you guys remember God Loves, Man Kills? Remember the first panel with the colored children in the playground, stuff like that? It reminds me of that. It's like whatever happened after that scene, and then black people became mutants and all these mutant superpowers. It's just some stuff that don't make sense. If they've been suppressed this long, and all this discrimination put upon them, you'd think they'd be more violent and more, having more vengeance, and it just seems weird. But I'm gonna stick with it for a while and see where it goes. And last but not least, Black Eyed Kids number 9. Awesome art by Szymon Grodzinski, covered by Frank Avila. Szymon Grodzinski and Frank Avila, they usually are on the same team ups when it comes to Frank Avila doing covers and Szymon doing interiors. Joe Pruitt weaves a pretty interesting story based on this Black Eyed Kids. I don't know if it's folklore, but it's based on some true events. I guess there's been some sightings of Black Eyed Kids in the early 90s, and some guy wrote a column on it, and everyone else, all these people came out and said, hey man, I've had some run-ins with Black Eyed Kids. So Joe Pruitt is just making a story based on those events, but it's obviously fiction. This comic book is fiction. But anyways, that was a shitty video. I don't know. I'll post it. Who gives a shit?